Now, everyone, raise your hand if you have ever felt at something that you really wanted to succeed at. It may be to succeed, to be like succeeded at an exam, or maybe succeeded at something that you have planned long ago. And now, keep your hand raised up if after that you thought that maybe I'm just not good enough. Alright, and wait here. We'll not just stop at this point. Keep your hand raising up now. If after thinking that you're not good enough, you learn something important from that value. Interesting, right? So today I'm here to just want to convince you about that value sometimes will be the teacher that you will ever hate, because it will teach you something that success rarely does. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hải Dương, and the reason why I'm standing here is because I want to present with you some of my opinions as well as a discussion about a topic that value will be the teacher that you will ever hate. So firstly, let me tell you a story. So this is about some students. They have prepared a lot for the upcoming exam. They it is the exam about English. So they have learned a lot of vocabulary. They revised a lot of tenses, a lot of grammar tense, and they also try to read a lot of book and do some workout or do some exercises that they may need to do in order to get high score. But when they do the exam, the results come out is that they only get 55 points out of 100. Not 80, not 70, but just 55. And after that, they thought that they was completely bad at English. They thought that they don't have the talent at learning English, or maybe they are not good enough. They are not intelligent. They think that they are not intelligent, and so on. But the fact is that the fact that make them fail isn't because that they are not good at English or they are not talented at learning English, but a lot of more factors and reasons. After feeling disappointed about themselves, they learned that they fail because they haven't read or do the exercises workout under the time pressure. They learn the vocabulary, learning vocabulary, but never revise and to use those vocabulary in some certain kind of situation, or they read the grammar tenses, they read those grammar points, but when they go in the exam, they cannot quickly recognize those grammar points, and that's what makes them fail. Okay, and after realizing the mistake, they are just small mistake, but when it's combined into each other, it's become the big mistake that could give them, result in the value that they got in the first exam. And well, after realizing those things, they changed their habit, they changed their way of study, and they also note down a lot of things. They learned a lot of things from that experience of failure. They start to have error notebook to write down the error or the mistake they have done in the exercises or workout. They soon started to set time before they do any reading passages or exercises, English exercises, to do it under time pressure, which will be mimic the kind of exam pressure. And they also try to revise the vocabulary they have learned. They revise it, they put it in certain situation, and they learn that those vocabulary is okay to you in the situation, but not in that situation. And in the next exam of English, they got not 55 points anymore. They got 82 points, a point that they have never thought of. They think that they will get some kind of low score as the previous exam, but at this time they got a much higher score, which surprised them a lot. And through the story, it will lead to the point that we will give here in today's speech. So it is like value will teach you something that success rarely does. Why do I say so? It's like when you succeed at some field or at something you have always to succeed at, you will think that, great, I have done it, I have mastered it. There is nothing that I have to learn in this area or in this criteria, this field. And people will tend to be ignore it without even checking the small mistake they have made or to realize something that they need to improve. They think that when they succeed at it, they are good at it, they are excellent at it, and they think that there's nothing they have to learn. But the opposite situations was true for kind of when they got value. When they got value, they know that they have done something wrong. They think that maybe I'm not prepared good enough. Maybe there's something wrong in the process of doing some kind of thing, okay? And they will check again what are the mistakes and what are the errors in, and they will improve the weakness as well as to make their strength even stronger. And that's what makes them, after the value, will lead to even a bigger success. And after that success, they will have and maybe nurture a habit of revising those values, revising a mistake, and they will sooner getting into another and another bigger success. That is how value will teach us. They do not teach us to be delighted or to be pleased with the result they have gotten, but they teach us the experience. They teach us that we need to revise, we need to know what we are not good at to improve and to make those weakness stronger or disappear, and make those kind of strengths even stronger. And that is how success, big success, usually formed. And that is how we usually have the kind of quotes values is the mother of success. Yeah, and that is also the reason that I have told you and I mentioned that values is the best teacher you will ever hate. Because when we failed, at first we were disappointed at us, disappointed at the situation, disappointed at the value, and we hate it, right? But it will teach us a lot of things in order to stand up, try again, and gain more experience, gain more knowledge, gain more skills, and most of all, gain the courage to continue doing and go on with the plan they have always dreamed of to be succeed. Alright, and I think this is the end of my speech today, and I hope that after the discussion on the speech you will get some valuable points, and to keep always bear in mind that value is never the endings. It's just something that will help you in order to reach a bigger success that you have never expected to have. Alright, so I think it's time to say goodbye here, and I'm really glad that you are still here and watching my videos to this time, and it's really a pleasure for me. But I think it's time to say goodbye. See you in my next video. Bye!